Tyler Khimani with Eargazmic Media. I'm here with Jetpack Jones. He's here to talk about his new EP, Get a Check, which is produced by the duo Geek Squad. So, tell us about the new EP.
Yeah, shout out to CJ and Troy, the Geek Squad. It's a 5-song EP, and it's basically about manifesting like wealth, but in multiple different ways. It's not just money.
Okay.
It's gonna have different meanings for different people. So also, like, I approach it as like, get a check. It's like a checklist. So if you got a checklist of things like goals or whatever, get a check, mark it off. And I mean, that's obviously other applications.
Yeah.
Like, people want clout, so get a check. Like on social media type shit, people want money, get a check, stuff like that. But people are gonna have their own interpretations for it, which is something I want to.
Okay. So, like you said, it's about manifesting things. How important is manifestation for you as an artist, or even like as a person? Because I know a lot of people are talking about now manifestation, speaking things into existence and everything. How important is that for you?
Word. I mean, that's not a new thing. It's been going on since the beginning
it's not.
of time.
But I feel like people are starting to get more spiritual and into like less religion type, but more into like getting into their intuition, getting into manifestation and everything. Like our generation is slowly starting to pick up on it more. Like I see it more on social media. I shouldn't say it's new, but
I think our generation is like removing the layers from it, or like I think generations before us, they took avenues like religion to get to that manifestation, but they didn't realize like, yo, you're doing that. It's not because you're reading a certain book or you're praying to a certain God. It's because you're believing in something and having faith in something and manifesting it. So people are kind of realizing now like that they don't need to take those avenues anymore. And like for me, it's important to know that I have the power to take whatever's in my head and bring it into real life. Because, I have a lot of ideas. I don't want to be sitting around doubting myself and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So with that being said, is it important for you to be like centered and balanced with your music? Can you tell like through your music if you're not centered or fully balanced or fully there when you record a song?
To be honest with you, music is the one thing where regardless of how centered or balanced I am, I'm going to create something. And it'll be a reflection of like my balance or lack of, but regardless, I'm going to create. So, I mean, some of the best shit has come out of my least balanced times because I'm able to like give testimony from that lack of balance. So, it's definitely in life, hell yeah, like overall, I would prefer to be balanced, and I do create, great work being balanced, but regardless, like I have to create anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So, what type of mindset do you have to have as an independent artist trying to, grind through the game, trying to get your name out there? What type of mindset do you need to have?
For me, I think it's focusing more on why I'm in the process rather than like what the results are going to be. So focusing on results that are more so like inward, like I'm doing something because of how I want to feel or how I want people to feel rather than like I want a physical result. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like as an independent artist, I try not to get too caught up in what other people are doing for attention and shit like that, and try to stay true to myself. And then also like being on top of my own business and understanding where my money's coming from, what it's going to, and how I can invest in the right ways to, further my brand and my business. So.
Okay. And I know you are back and forth between LA and Oakland. You're from LA, right? And then you live in Oakland.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you have like the best of both worlds? Because I know Oakland is very like inspiring from music to like art, like all over, and I know LA has its own like sound and inspiration. Do you feel like you have like the best of both worlds and best of both Calis in your hand?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, also shout out to like San Diego and all the other places in the IE, all the other places in California too that like I draw inspiration from, because really I'm a California native. It's not just like, yeah, I grew up in SoCal and yeah, I live in Oakland, but California as a whole is like another country there.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, definitely. I feel like Oakland, if I never moved to Oakland, I definitely would not be the artist that I am today.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Like I moved out there, I moved to Berkeley first in like 2012, and then like Oakland in like 2014. And if I would have never moved out there, I would not be the artist that I am today, for sure.
Why do you feel that way?
Well, first of all, like going somewhere where you're not from, it gives you a whole nother level of like hustle that you gotta, you know, like nobody's just gonna do you favors. They don't even know you. You gotta go out there and completely like rebuild. But also it's cool because I could go out there and nobody knew me as like everything that I was doing before music. Everybody just knew me as an artist. Like when I got there, I was like an artist already. It wasn't like, oh, now you have to reintroduce yourself to these people. And like the Bay is very embracing. And it's a place where you could just be yourself. It's not, everybody's not focused on what the next man is doing.
Yeah,
you know?
I lived out there for like 3 years going to school. That place is like great. It's like a whole nother world within itself. Like it's just very inspiring. The people are nice. So how do you feel like when you come back home to LA? Do you feel like, because I know some artists say like when they do shows in Oakland versus LA, they feel like Oakland crowd gives like a little bit more love, and then LA crowd is kind of like sedity type, but Oakland is definitely going to show you all the love.
I mean, I understand where that comes from, but I personally haven't felt that. Like for me, I don't know, I feel the love in both places. But I mean, I can see how that would be. Sometimes people in LA feel like they're too cool to get down with you. But I mean, I've been really blessed to have like crowds that really embrace me and show me love no matter where I'm at. So
that's what's up. That's dope. So with that being said, your music inspires a lot of people, because I see a lot of people tweeting you, and some of the people that I follow as well. Where do you get your inspiration from?
I mean, I love music. I listen to music when I'm doing everything. So, and it's been like that since I was a kid, and I always like pride myself on having like the newest, best music and shit when I was younger. And I mean, so that like there's a million artists I can name that I draw inspiration from, and also just daily life experiences. That's where like the stories and things like that come from, the daily life experiences, and then the sounds of it comes from inspiration from a lot of other artists. So, yeah.
Where would you like to perform that you haven't performed yet?
South Africa.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I mean a lot of places. Tokyo, South Africa's just the first place I thought of, but yeah, I can name a lot of places.
That's what's up. So your new EP is coming out on October 29th. We can get that on SoundCloud, Tidal.
We actually can't get it on SoundCloud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No SoundCloud.
The preview's on SoundCloud, but the whole project's not coming.
Okay. So I know you can get it on Tidal, iTunes, Spotify, because I see you on Spotify for sure.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, are you gonna go on tour for this, or?
Yeah, I mean, when I do tour, it's not gonna be just for this project. Because this project is only 5 songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely
Okay.
do some shows.
So when can we expect the tour?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't want to give you no false, intel on that. Yeah. So.
Alternative facts.
But when I know, you'll know for sure.
Okay, for sure. Okay, for sure. Well, I appreciate you coming by and stopping by.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
You're great. We're gonna look out for that EP. Get a check so we can manifest checks, goals, daily, motivation.
Yeah, for sure.
All right here, Jetpack Jones. So be on the lookout. October 29th, his EP is dropping. Thank you for tuning in. This is Tyler Khimani. This is Jetpack Jones.
Peace.
Certification, West Coast living, palm trees in the backdrop. My team got a marijuana leaf as the mascot. Ask not what you can get about the game, rather what you can contribute. Give respect is what you gain. If I don't tweet about an issue, don't mean it ain't on my brain. Gotta keep ourselves sane.